Hey guys, I got a new video for you today, and we're going to be looking at a new product that I was sent over for review purposes. This is by a company called Naztech, and this is their Roadstar 5 car charger. And as you guys can see, this is a pretty interesting looking car charger. So you have the regular plug right here, which will plug right into your car charging port, and it has two USB, and then you have this cord that connects another portion of it, which has three more USBs, so you'll actually be able to charge at the same time 5 different devices via USB power. Now this cord right here is actually 6 feet long, or 1.8 meters. So it gives you enough length to be able to position this in either the back seat, or if you have like maybe a third row seating vehicle, you can run this all the way back to the third row. That way, if you have a car full of people, everybody's pretty much going to have the opportunity to be able to charge their devices. So if you're going on a long road trip with the kids or family or anything like that, you don't have to fight about plugging in just at the at the front. You can have this clipped onto the back seat, and then other people can charge their devices via the other module right here, which is really awesome. So again, out of this one device, you can charge up to 5 different devices. So that's really cool. As you guys can see from the box here, it gives you a little bit of information. Again, it's 6 feet long. It has a built-in back seat clip on the back, so this can again be clipped anywhere in the in the back seat or in the third row seating or anything like that. So you can go ahead and have it maybe like in the middle, and then everybody around it can go ahead and charge from it. And it also has a smart chip technology, so it's for optimal charging. And basically what that means is that whatever device that you plug in here, whether it's a cell phone, a smartphone, a gaming console, a tablet or something like that, the Roadstar 5 is going to be able to give the optimal power for that device to charge it as quickly as possible. Now, I was reading up on this, and this has a total of 9.6 amps. So distributed throughout the 5 different ports. So that's just something to keep in mind as far as how much power you're going to be getting out of all of this. So if you're just charging the one device, then you have a pretty quick charge. As you go plug in other ones, then you'll have to kind of DV that up. But all in all, it's still pretty good power coming out of it to charge up to the 5 devices. So this is the packaging. As you open it up, you have just a little bit of information on the device. Again, they kind of repeat the information right in there, and then you see it inside. And then in the back, it just, again, gives you a little bit more information. You do have some LED power indicators. The USB ports are also illuminated, so it's pretty nice. That way you'll know when you actually plug in the different devices, if they're charging or whatnot. And then in the bottom here, it just says compatible with most. And then, you have your smartphones, tablets, smartwatches, action cameras, handheld games, and wireless speakers and headsets. So that's really cool. You can basically charge any particular device that you're going to be needing to carry, like on a road trip or something like that. So let me go ahead and open up the box so you can take a look at the charger itself. All right. One thing I can tell you is I wanted to see the build quality of this, and for the most part I can tell you that it is pretty good build quality. Again, because you have just like 2 parts connected by this one cable in the ends, I wanted to make sure that as you're plugging into your car charger and moving this around, that it's going to hold up to a lot of usage and wear and tear. And I can tell you that it definitely does. You have a little bit of articulation here on this area, which is the part that's going to be plugged into your cigarette lighter or your car charger. And then the cable itself feels really good quality. Again, it's 6 feet long, so you're going to be able to grab this other section and just put it all the way back there. The clip is nice and sturdy, so it's not going to break as you're putting it on the back seat or on the door or something like that. And then you have your USB ports right there. Now it does says phone and tablet on here, so again, depending on what you're plugging in there, the actual charger will recognize what it is and give you the ultimate power or the ultimate output to charge that particular device. I'm assuming this little logo right here is what's actually going to illuminate once you go ahead and plug it in to let you know that there's power going to it. And then you have another one in the main unit over here as well. A little bit of grip on the side here, and then those also say phone and tablet on either one. So this is really cool. Again, if you have family, you take a lot of road trips or stuff like that, you have multiple people in the car that need to charge up devices and stuff like that. I know for myself, with my wife and kids, there's 4 of us in the car. They have iPads, we have our phones and stuff like that. We need to plug them into charge. So this works perfectly because as it was now, I had a double one and we could charge 2 devices at the same time, but but the cables weren't long enough for them to be able to charge and use the iPad, let's say, at the same time. So we have to, keep it plugged in, charge it up, and then give it back to them. So now I can just plug this in. My wife and I in the front seat can charge our phones. I can run this back to them, and they can each charge their own individual iPads on there and use them as they charge. So that's really cool. What I'll do now is I'll go ahead and go out to the vehicle, plug this in, and show you guys how that works. All right, so we're out of my car now, and I'll show you guys how the Roadstar 5 works. My car charger has a little door right here. You can go ahead and open that up and just plug it in there. And as you guys notice, you have the 2 USB ports that lit up. This is great because, again, it's going to allow you to be able to see it at night and plug in your USB chargers and things like that. There's also a logo on the top that lights up blue. Right now, unfortunately, you can't see it because it's so close to the bottom here. But I'll show you guys on the other unit here. There it is. That's the logo. It's lit up in blue. And then the 3 USB ports are also lit up in white there. And again, this is great, especially at night. You can run this to the back seat and clip it to the back of the seat or something like that, and then it'll allow you to see the ports so you can easily plug things in at night. So besides that, it basically works the same way that any other car charger or charger would work. So I have my USB cord right here, just plug that in, and then I have my iPod Touch here, just plug it in there. And as you guys see there, it's charging it, pretty effortlessly, which is really nice. Now, again, the beauty of this is that you do have the 2 ports right up here. So if, let's say, the driver and the passenger need to charge devices, you can go ahead and do that. And then you have the other 3 free ones that you can run to either the back seat, or in my case, I have a third row vehicle. I can go ahead and run this all the way back to the third rows to my kids. So if they need to charge their iPads or their Nintendos and things like that, they can go ahead and do that. Now, the only drawback that I would say is, again, if you're not using this part, is the fact that it is attached to the charger. So you just have to find something to do with it. I just have a little net right here on the side of the console, which I can go ahead and put that in and get it out of the way, and I'm good to go. But again, this is a great product, especially like myself. If you have a big family, you take a lot of trips, you have multiple people that need to charge up their devices, this is going to come in handy, because you're going to have a unit in the front with 2 of them, and then a unit in the back seat or the third row with 3 more, so everybody can charge their devices. So there it is. That is the Roadstar 5 by Naztech. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Thanks.